everyone, and welcome back to Astronomy Arcade. My name is Victoria, but you can call me Vicky, but today, you can call me Kai, because it's D&D in Space Night. That was,
Space.
it came through just a teensy bit.
Yeah.
That was great. Yes, every Tuesday we play Dungeons and Dragons in Space. It's a fun little amalgamated version of classic D&D made by our lovely Game Master Grant. Grant's camera is slightly angled, and it's the kind of thing where, like, if somebody, like, no, it's okay. It's like where somebody comes into your house and moves everything an inch, and it's like, you know something's off, so every time I look at a screen, I get a little bit thrown off.
Not that we would ever do that to one of our friends.
Shut up! Anyway. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
One of us walk in the background of the other.
Kyle and I may have done that in freshman year to a friend. Anyway, this is Dungeons and Dragons in Space. Grant, we've all been riffing for a little bit. I had an energy drink about 30 minutes ago. It's hitting, clearly. Tell us what the fuck's gonna happen today. Or, well, what we did last time, I guess, is the thing that you're supposed to tell us.
Oh
yeah,
my
so...
god. I'm sorry, I'm gonna I almost hit very much the wrong button. My computer updated and asked if I wanted to restart now.
He was just like, actually, I gotta go.
Boom.
Ooh, okay, well, hi everybody. Welcome back to the Endurance Campaign. Last time on our shenanigans, a vlog, we ended up being a little bit of a distress call upon returning to Karada, the lovely, wonderful planet in the middle of the Altorum system where everything has been happening in this arc of the story. And that distress call led to a manor house under attack, and all of you found out that the Three Rings are very much in force. They are causing trouble, and they may or may not have completely taken the heir to this particular family, Aro, who also, everyone's pretty much determined, is Karda's child. So, that's
what if
essentially...
it's actually not?
Who knows?
Leave him.
What if it's just a pure coincidence? No, I'm kidding. We can't leave.
What if we've been protected? We're just protecting the wrong person.
Oh my god, no.
The entire time. You should have been protecting the big boss. Anyway,
we killed that guy.
He's protected by Artie right now. In the
yes.
He is protected by Artie and heavily medicated.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's the Cliff Notes version. You guys found Aro's bodyguard, Risha, as she fell unconscious, and she told you that Aro is with Veshta. So that's where we left off. I'm gonna have everyone go around, introduce their characters themselves, and how their characters are doing after finding out about this.
All right. Well, as I said in the intro, my name's Vicky, but I play Kai. I am the heirloom human pilot and the captain of the Dawnbreaker. Also, there's a hype train going on exclusively from my mother and Kyle. So thank you guys for resubscribing. Love y'all. But Kai is not what's the Bo Burnham song? How's everybody doing out there tonight? I am not doing good. I am not feeling good. Ari.
Hi, I'm Amanda, but tonight I'll be playing Ari, the psionic warrior elf of the group. So I'm tired. And I have a dark entity attached to my soul or something. And I was kicking major ass last week with him. In last week's words, I like being scary. But Ari is really stressed out. He's always at a baseline anxiety, but right now it's like through the roof, can't even comprehend he might have a heart attack. And this is a best buddy break.
I'm back! Yep, I'm best buddies with Ari. Yep, the tank of the group. I have a relationship with a chaos deity. I don't know.
I don't think you should call it that.
Are you?
You're not
Wait, maybe I have a chance?
Okay, it has to be. I need Leaf to try to hit on your demon.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he definitely already did.
Well, I
More.
suppose.
More.
Uh, I'm gonna go old school Thanos and like just try and flirt with the Chaos Deity.
Yeah. Do it.
That's all I got. Yep.
Anyway.
I'm
take it
giant
away.
mechanical behavior named Ham. Anyway, take it away.
How
dude.
is Brick feeling?
Oh,
Cool. The scroll.
Hear ye.
I'm Leaf in the Wind. I'm a psionic adept hacker elf and companion to Bessie, the sentient AI subroutine, handler to Wonder, the space weasel, and a growing menagerie of lovely space critters, including Buddy and Chomper, the attack lizards, and Arachne and Athena, the weaver worms, which for those of you unfamiliar, are dragons that can weave spider silk out of their asses. Occasional non-lethal sniper, accomplished eco-terrorist, technically not a war criminal, the group's therapist, a diplomat apparently, and a budding improv comic. And some combination of royally pissed off and incredibly, deeply, personally frustrated.
Okay. Well, with all that being said, I am Grandin. I'm going to be your game master, which means I'm everybody else in the game. So, we're going to pick up right where you left off. I think most of the party is in a little outbuilding next to the lake at this mansion, with a very unconscious but now stable Risha. You've been there for a few seconds, long enough to, stab the bodyguard with a stim pack and, make sure she's not dead. Is there anything you want to do before the people who are supposed to be here show up?
By people who are supposed to be here, you mean like the other guards that we like?
Yes.
Okay. The people.
And also the Duke and Duchess or whatever their titles are.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all there? Or is this just Leaf and Satsi and Zen right now?
I think we're all there.
He might be there.
No, Zen's definitely visible.
I
Because
thought
he sliced someone in two, that ends the spell.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think we we found the Duke and Duchess in the room, right? And then
Essentially, yeah.
we took off, I guess.
I believe that was the case.
Okay.
You haven't spoken to the Duke or Duchess yet, presumably because there's something else going on and they're trying to figure things out.
Actually, or no. I remember this at the end. I think Eri took off to the shed, outbuilding, whatever. I think I was gonna stay to talk to them, and then I feel like Brick might have said like I'm staying with Kai. I'm not sure, or he might have gone.
True. Yeah,
I
that's right.
think that happened because I'm pretty sure I wanted to talk to them.
Okay. I didn't finish watching the entire thing to remind myself, so I'm gonna go by your memory.
I know
alright.
I made it to the shed for sure.
Okay. So yeah, Eri, Leaf, Satsi, and Zen are all at the shed, and Kai and Brick are still back in the mansion with the sole remaining guard, or at least the only one in this part of the mansion right now.
Oh boy.
Who wants to go first?
I think the pressing matter is the child.
So she has no idea. You have no idea where Aro is.
Risha's currently unconscious.
Oops, he's talking to a dead body, or not dead body, but sorry, I'm super unfocused.
Where is she?
I'm sorry.
Where is the child?
I'm going to sit next to Risha.
Okay.
And I'm going to... I'm going to try and connect to Aro with correspond.
Okay.
I want to make sure the kid's at least still alive so that when Carta gets here, I have at least some good news to report.
Excellent. All right. It takes a few minutes for you to do
It takes
that.
a few minutes, but I can multitask.
Okay.
Aries just
can-
pacing like back and forth.
I can converse normally while doing this, as far as I can tell.
Did
I'm
Ari
gonna
notice the person on the hill?
I don't think Ari knows that there was someone sniping from a distance.
Are they gone?
At the moment, only Leaf, Satsi, and Zen would be aware.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna drop out of entity mode for now.
Okay. Ari becomes decidedly less scary.
Ari's
you
less scary?
He's still pacing, but a lot more fatigued.
Satsi turns to Leaf and signs, "It would help if she was conscious, but I could try and bridge the gap so you can maybe poke around recent memories. It's not something I particularly like doing without one side's permission, but we might have to just do it."
Yeah. Do it if you can, and I will. Yeah.
Okay, she glances between you and Ari and just kind of asks who wants to see this.
Well, you're
Actually, Ari, you may not have seen it because you were inside, but there's a sniper on a hill that I think is probably Carta, but on the off chance it's not, could you stand guard?
absolutely. I'm planning on doing that anyway. And we should figure out where Aro is. So if that is Carta, she doesn't
Working on
kill
it.
us. When she gets here.
I'm working on it.
Okay. But yes,
Okay.
I am on guard.
All right. Satsi places a hand on Risha's shoulder and then places another on Leaf's and focuses for a moment. And if you allow her, she will begin transmitting some recent images to you.
Yes.
All right. So it starts with what seems to be a fairly normal day. Risha's kind of teasing Aro a little bit, teaching him a few things about psychoportation, which is her specialty. Then all hell breaks loose. There's the sounds of ships, there's an alarm that goes off, and chaos ensues. And Risha's only goal is to get Aro away from all of that action to a safe place. And this shed was that safe place, or at least so she thought. When she arrived, it was not empty. And there is only one figure, a Mirnan you recognize now because you passed by them and they looked like a complete jackass. Only there's something distinctly different about them. Their eyes are glowing. And while you don't see any glowing tattoos or anything, the color of the psionic power is the same. And instead of simply wielding psionic power, what happens is tendrils of darkness sprout from this person. And then they lash out at Risha and toss her around the room until she ended up where you found her. And as she begins to lose consciousness, you see this Mirnan stoop and pick up Aro. And then in a sudden flash of darkness, vanish.
Can I realize
Was
that
that-
Kai is not watching this, but can I just ask a clarifying question? The tendrils of darkness, does it look like the way that Ares powers sometimes manifest?
I was curious too.
It looks like Ares' power times 10. Because these tendrils of darkness reach out.
And they're tangible.
Mm-hmm.
Is Aro conscious in the memory?
Your assessment. You can make a sense motive. You can make either a sense motive or a psycraft check. It's up to you.
I mean, sure, but
Actually,
also let
both.
me rephrase that. Is Aro kicking it screaming or limp in the memory?
Neither.
Okay.
Puppy! Hi, Forrest! Hi, sweet boy!
Okay, we're doing the Psycraft first because that's the one that I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go pull that up. That's gonna be ungodly high. That's 34.
You
That's
need...
Psycraft.
Okay, I love that Leaf can do things very well. But, like, you're gonna hit a 40 one day. And I think the game breaks at that point.
Actually, you should see. I have a few things that I can theoretically do where the DC is like 60.
Kyle.
Okay.
Sure.
These old versions of D&D were brutal.
They were.
And there's like
okay.
items that do weird. And then what was the other one you wanted? Sense motive.
Yes.
I think that's an 18.
He's making
Okay.
me best. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm really good at like two things. This just happens
Okay.
to be one of them.
So Leaf, for the Psycraft, what you notice, Forest, what you notice is that there is a power restraining Aro,
Gotcha.
but it isn't restraining Aro's reaction. Aro is also frozen in fear, just utterly terrified of what he's seeing. And there's also a confused recognition in his face. And I'm going to say this. Now that you think about it, there are some odd resemblances between this Mirnan and Aro.
Disgusting!
Is this a custody battle? Did we just walk into the middle of a galactic custody battle?
Oh my god.
How did Carter end up with such an asshole?
I mean, I know whose side we're on, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, duh. Like, clearly that's a bad dad. Like, he
I
just
actually have an
kid-
important
kid.
question for you, Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Does living through Risha's memory of encountering this person qualify as psionic contact?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a couple of minutes. And you still have a couple more minutes left before you can connect to Aro. Vicky, what is Kai up to?
You don't normally call me Vicky, you call me Kai. I got very confused.
That was weird.
It's like, hello?
I am
Yeah.
so sorry.
Your significant other using your real name.
Yeah.
Victoria, what are you doing?
You can't full name me, Grant. That's not okay.
Illegal.
Illegal.
Banned.
Kypris, darling, what are you doing?
Yes. Well,
Disgusting.
first I'm saying hello.
Sorry.
Well, first I'm gonna say hello to Calstar. Hi, Calstar. How
Hi.
you doing? Welcome to the chaos. I'm gonna stop this.
That
song
is one of
before
my
it plays
favorite
the first time.
poems.
Okay.
The Chaos is my favorite poem.
Oh. Yeah, I thought I was in trouble too. That's the thing. I was like, whoa, hold on.
Well, I mean, we're in very deep trouble as it's...
I know, but I thought it transcended the game for a second. Anyway, it's my name. I should get used to it. I am what you asked. What am I doing? I've lost the plot.
Yes. What are you doing?
Okay.
The guard has now that they're pretty sure that the area is clear of everybody trying to kill them and the people they're in charge of guarding, they let you through the door.
Okay.
Into the chambers of the Duke and Duchess. And there
Rick-
are about half.
Sorry.
Rick is allowed to come too.
You did stay with me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And you. Sorry, Grant.
It's okay. There are another half dozen guards and what looks like a few household staff members and advisors, and the Duke and Duchess looking a little the worse for wear. More so the Duke than the Duchess, who seems to have hastily put on some armor at one point, because it doesn't look like it's been properly fitted. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start off by asking, what the fuck happened? What?
Brick bows.
I mean, yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Also that. Yes. Yes. Okay. What the fuck happened?
I'm not entirely sure. I know more than you do. I've been hearing rumors of a dissident faction, but this is the first time I've ever seen them do anything like this.
Was this people you recognize?
Not specifically.
Okay.
The Duchess, Kirsa, just kind of looks around and says, Where's the rest of your party? Do they know where Aro is?
Did one of you say it last time over comms? I don't think so.
No, but if you ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're outside. Guys, do we have a... There's a number.
20.
20? Thank you. Is it 20?
Yes.
Do we have... Is it, like...
Do we have a 20 on?
Okay, that's what it is. Okay. That feels... anyway.
It's actually it's short for 1020, which makes it so much clearer, I know.
Some police code, I think.
Why don't we just go? Do you have the child?
Do you have the child?
The
Do you have
baby.
do you have eyes on... Do we have eyes on Aro?
Are you still concentrating? Sorry, go ahead. You can leave.
He's not here. He was taken. Also, may I just say, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Risha's alive.
Good.
Barely.
Okay. I turn back to the Duke and the Duchess. I say,
Oh, also Veshta has him?
oh,
Yeah, remember that asshole
How
that
do
we
you-
ran into?
yeah. Oh,
I
that
don't,
guy.
because I never saw that guy before.
How do you...
Actually, no, I did see him. I didn't know him.
I say to the Duke and Duchess, I say, okay. I'm really bad at this. How do you folks feel about House Veshta?
Everyone, the expression of every person in the room darkens immediately.
That's kind of what I thought. Okay, you're gonna hate this part then. Aro's with them.
Okay.
I mean,
the
it's
color
not our
immediately
fault.
Drains from. I mean, the color immediately drains from Kirsa's face, and the Duke looks about ready to kill someone. And
It's not our fault.
the Duke takes a moment and says, "Do you have any more information than that?"
Currently, no, but knowing my friend, we're working on it.
We're just getting some info.
I figured.
He turns to one of his aides and he turns to one of his aides and orders, get the Sardin base on communications now. Yes, and leaves question.
We're in a compound and on a planet full of people with psionic powers. Is there anyone here who can trace a psionic communication?
Why can't I feel like I'm having a stroke today? I can't think of a single word. I say that again to the other people in the room.
Okay.
Reiterate. Repeat. I repeat that.
Because if there's someone who can, we might be able to find her.
The Duke thinks for a moment and then says, "I can reach out to the Trakens. They might know something." And another one of the aides just immediately hops onto a comm device and starts just rapidly talking.
Great.
But
Well, then-
go ahead.
oh, well, they're doing that.
Mhm.
What?
Mac is having a hard time. Brick not have this much hard time. Sorry. Fuck.
Me and you both today, huh?
All of us, I forgot
We
the
lost-
intro.
God,
Oh.
give me back the fucking brain cell.
I've lost the brain cell, I'm sorry.
Give it back. I need it.
It's unfortunate that apparently in real life we also only share one brain cell and I fucking
Yeah,
lost
that's right.
it.
Right. Anyway. So, look, I get it. Pissed. Same. Hate them. Got it. Why?
Yeah, I would love context.
And why would they want the boy?
Yeah. I mean, as leverage maybe, but is that really it?
Harry would get on comms and be like, I mean, 3 rings likes children. Not in that way, but I have context. I'm gonna shut up now. You guys can talk.
No, I understand what you mean. I'm not going to say it to them that way. I say, Veshta is also working with an organization that we recognize for reasons. Called that has a symbol with 3 rings. And while we know that they enjoy kidnapping children, not for that reason. Any insight on that one? That partnership?
The Duke and Duchess exchange a glance. And then the Duke says, "Everybody except the diplomats, leave the room this instant." And he is, of course, his order is followed, and the door is closed.
Is your comm on for this part?
Oh,
I
yeah.
figure I'll ask in advance.
Mm.
Yep.
If it's the comms that are just the 6 of us, then yeah.
They glance at each other again, and the Duke says,
Actually, wait.
"Ara,
Sorry.
yes."
We're using secure comms.
Yes.
We're sure that nobody can listen in on these.
Anybody who can listen in on these would. We are so many different kinds of fucked anyway that I don't think we have to worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry.
We can't even trace quantum
Yes.
or intercept them.
So, the Duke says, "You may have already come to this conclusion, but Arodin is not our child.
Yeah.
We have been raising him."
Got that one.
Yeah.
What's the beef?
Bernan culture is advanced in a lot of ways. However, the aristocracy is not. If it came out what his true heritage is, the boy would not have a future. That also means that he is a threat to the Varshtas, because he is a direct line of inheritance to them,
Oh.
as well as to us.
Oh.
So was this like a planned engagement with Carter,
I
or was
doubt it.
like she just
Um,
really has a bad time picking dudes?
Hey!
Ricardo's like,
Who thinks
I
that's
just
what-
I
no
shoot
worries.
Ari a sympathetic glance.
Aries not. Anyway, we're not gonna have that conversation in front of the Duke and Duchess.
Kirsa shoots Brick a look, and then says, "Very little of this is my sister's fault. Thank you very much."
Still didn't mean to make any fit. I'll shut up.
even
now.
more reason to kill this bitch.
The Junior Baron is a manipulator of the 10th degree.
Oh, that motherfucker that came to our ship.
Ah,
Oh yeah, he threatened us.
so how much should we maim him when we get him?
Oh, we're gonna. It's Rick. What? Actually, before I say this, what are your rules on? You know what?
I
We'll
don't
take
care
care
about
of
that.
him. And if
Just
you guys
give me
want
a
some
1 to
hits,
10 and we'll take care of it.
I'll love it.
As far as I am concerned, for this moment, until I hear otherwise from the leadership of House Varshta, we are at a state of war.
Check. We're good at that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
My
that's-
chance to become a war criminal.
Check that off, baby.
The Duke thinks for a moment, then says, "If you'll excuse me, I must insist on departing. I need to check and see if I can reach Sardin.
Right.
We are going to need their assistance."
I
Sure.
turned. He's gone.
Hmm?
I said I turned to the Duchess as he's leaving.
Anything else that you know that we don't, that we're going to need to know, because we're going after this part. So, anything?
He may come across as an egomaniac, but I have yet to find a way to actually press his buttons.
Right.
I mean, we don't need to press metaphorical buttons. We can just press his bones with very sharp things. Pretend you didn't hear that. I'm sure that's not something a diplomat's supposed to say, but I'm really upset right now.
Also, don't underestimate his ability to plan ahead and improvise.
Fair.
Because
Okay.
this she's barely holding it together, by the way. This whole thing happened without us even knowing it was coming. And we know. We take pride in our own security, and obviously that wasn't enough. Also, if you find my sister, don't let her do anything stupid, please. We may not be on the best of terms, but I don't want her to get herself killed either.
I'll let her.
Can't entirely make that promise, but I will do my damnedest.
I meant like we won't let her die, but.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question actually for you to just I know you said that trust me, if anybody understands this shit, it's me. The royal what's the word?
Lineage?
Like the standards with which they are held to are a bit archaic, it seems, still. You said that Aro basically would not be able to make his way in the world if things were found out. How... Mainly, I'm wondering if the ramifications as far as people finding out the truth, and if it would... Is this a social death or is this a death? Mainly.
It's a social death.
Okay. And is it a guaranteed one? Because your society seems quite advanced.
I believe the normal people would embrace him without any issues. It's, as Serlin said, it's the aristocracy.
Aristocracy can... No offense. Go fuck themselves.
It's...
I mean, the
easy to say
goodwill of
that
the
when you
people
don't...
be
It's
very
easy to say that when you don't have to rely on alliances. We may show a lot of strength, but without the rest of the kingdoms, we would not stand a chance. Especially if the Coalition of Alok ever place their sights on this system.
So we can't ask your allies for help on this, because we would have to explain why Veshta took him.
Correct.
Great. Okay.
Right.
All right. Can we... I realize that this is probably not a thing that duchesses do. Do you have a phone number? Because I'm sure we're going to remember things later and we're going to need to contact you. Is there a way that we could do that securely?
Or can we give her like our secure comms or like something? We don't know how this shit works.
If we make physical contact, I can reach you from anywhere.
Oh, I can reach her from...
Oh yeah.
You have to have you have.
No, I can't. I cut my arm off.
Oh!
Why does this keep coming back to bite
We
me?
really need a separate counter for how many times you forget that arm got cut off.
Yeah, put it on the floor, dude. No.
Oh, I was gonna be like,
It'll be-
actually, I can call... No, I can't call you. I'm... Oh, okay, anyway.
It'll be part
reinstate
of
the
the-
tattoo. Can't we?
What?
Potentially. I was gonna say it could be part of the prosthetic.
That'd be cool.
Or can't
Just a
we?
bit, just a little bit of sci-tech.
For the record, don't have the prosthetic yet. Haven't even looked at prosthetics. Haven't even healed fully. It's been 3 days?
3 days.
Uh-huh.
3 days.
Also, we have 3 regen serums, but that's not a thing that we have to worry about right now. And then my healing goes a lot slower. So,
Not necessarily. There is one other thing that can be used to help.
I'm aware it's back there.
Okay.
And apparently we can increase its potency.
Do you want to kill me? It doesn't do
Not
any
that
healing when you
particular.
increase the potency. Anyway,
No, he specifically removed that.
I know.
Anyway, Kirsa crosses the room to a desk and opens up a drawer with what seems to be an ornate key, an actual physical key, and takes out a pair of comm devices. They are heavy. They seem to be made out of a very pretty stone inlaid with gold, and she hands one to Kai.
Jesus
It says-
Christ. It's a brick.
It's what the Duke and I use to communicate when he is away. I would like it back when you're done,
Of course.
but I assume the Duke will be going wherever you are going. So, and he will be with his crew, more than likely. So I will still be in contact. But if you need to speak to me directly, use that.
Okay.
And please bring Aro back.
I promise you, we, if this is any evidence, and I gesture to the half arm, we are literally giving everything to help Carta, and in turn help Arrow. So we'll get him back.
The Duchess is unable to respond. She's kind of choking back tears right now, and just goes and sits on the bed.
Brick, we should.
All right. As Brick and Kai leave the room, Leaf. Enough time has passed. You can make the connection. What do you do once the connection establishes? Because the connection does establish.
I think the first thing that I'm going to do is just, if you'll allow it, is just send kind of a comforting or like feeling down the line of just like, this is a friend.
Okay. In response, you sense a little bit of confusion. But it's very much overshowered by utter terror.
Aro, it's Leaf. We saw what happened and couldn't get there in time. Are you okay?
It's scary. There's ships and they're in pieces.
We're going to come get you. Is there anything you can tell me to help us do that?
Why are they hurting so many people?
Give me a sec to figure out what Leaf would say in that situation.
Okay.
Well, you think.
Yes.
Did we get an answer about where Veshta is? Like, where their system is?
You haven't gotten a specific answer yet. However, while Kyle is thinking.
Yes?
I studied like all 700 planets in the system. Would
Yes,
I know anything? Would anything ring a bell in my studies that I could remember right now?
That was a 20.
Yeah. I stayed up for a whole night? All night?
Oh,
24
days. I think you stayed up for
days.
literal days.
Roll a knowledge check with advantage, please.
Okay.
That can be essentially just an intelligence check.
Okay, that one was better. Hold on. Wait, what am I rolling? I'm sorry. Oh, knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
19.
You remember during your 4 sleepless days of studying that you ended up coming across a map of the Mirnan kingdoms, and you have a pretty good idea where House Varshta is situated. They are neighbors to House Altorum. It's a few light years to their nearest star system.
Aragon comes and be like, actually, to answer your question, I think I have an idea where they might be. I tell them that.
Great.
By Altorum. Remember when I stayed up for 4 days?
Yes.
It's kind of coming back to me now, which is incredible, but I think that's where they are.
I mean, we're near Altorum. We're on Altorum. We are in Altorum.
Okay, cool. That's Amanda's.
It's okay.
Fuck up.
No, it's
Yes.
okay.
But it's okay.
Because that's Carter's family line.
All of you also become aware as Kai and Brick leave the room of Duke Sterlin saying to one of his advisors, "What do you mean the military base is not responding?"
Ah, shit.
Are you able to reach the Catheria, Captain Rolick, anyone in the vicinity?
I just look at Brick like, I think we have gotten involved in something much bigger than what we normally do.
I mean, we've kind of been there for a little bit now.
I guess so. I don't love it.
Looks like we'll be going in solo on this one.
Fuck.
Meanwhile,
Okay, let's go outside.
Meanwhile, Kyle, have you decided on your response?
Yeah, I don't know, Aro. But they seem to feed on fear. Do you think you can be strong for us?
I can try.
Jesus.
I think I'm on the little cold place.
Pluto?
Essentially,
the-
in this planet, in this system.
my father took me there a few times. Lots of really cool ships, but they're in pieces right now.
We will do everything we can to get you back and keep you safe. You have my promise on that. I'll be back in touch. He can still respond, but we have to trade.
Okay.
That was my 25 words. We get 10 rounds of 25 words each.
Okay. Please come soon. He's very scary.
It's all happening inside your head, Leaf. Or are you talking?
Yeah, I was about to.
It's happening in my head.
I would be like looking between.
I'll say out loud, does anybody have any other questions? Anything they want to say? Actually, I'll say it on comms as well. Any messages for Aro?
Has he seen Reba?
I don't think I have a way I can possibly ask that.
Mean looking lady.
Have you seen a terrifying
seen-
woman?
Have you seen any other humans that look like? Yeah. Have you
Humans with pointed ears. I mean, there's no other elves out here.
have you seen any other humans with pointed ears?
No, I haven't.
That's good, honestly.
Important one. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people back home? I'll relay a message if you have one.
It's gonna be heartbreaking. It's just gonna be like, I miss you, and we're all gonna cry about it.
Mom, Dad, I love you.
Yeah,
Dad.
exactly.
I'm not sure your DM is strong enough to say it.
Coward.
Try on stream. Let's go.
Calling the god of your universe a coward. How dare you?
I
Yes.
don't tempt fate. Anyway, sorry.
I'm scared and I want to see everybody again, and I want to give Risha a big hug.
Okay, I still have a few more rounds of stuff, but we can end that exchange there.
Okay.
Tell him you'll tell them.
I'll, I'll, I'll tell. I'll make sure they know. And hey, we will come after you, and we will get you back.
Okay.
Stay strong. And then I let the connection fade.
Okay.
Kai and Brick roll up, and we're like,
As we're outside,
mhm.
I see anyone or anything.
Oh yeah, can we do spot checks?
Sure.
We haven't been.
Is the
outside
Duchess still around?
yet. Yeah, well,
The
she's
Duchess?
crying. She's crying in her room. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's the vibe right now.
27.
Shit.
You're pretty sure you see a figure disappear around the corner of the outbuilding?
Figure?
The outbuilding. That's very close.
It's the building where Aerie, Leaf, Zen, and
they're all-
Satsi are in.
Well, I didn't see it.
Is that anything for... Would Ari see this? Is it close enough for Ari to see too?
You're inside.
Okay.
Brick, you're the one that saw it. I didn't see nothing, so.
Does it look familiar, or am I going to try and kill Carter right now?
Oh God, please no.
It's you rolled high enough. You're pretty sure you recognize that armor.
Potential friendly coming in.
I look to the door.
And at that moment, the door bursts open, and in her full armor, helmet and all, Carta stands there framed with her pulsecaster rifle slung over her shoulder, and she looks like she's out of breath. She surveys the room and then walks in to look around, and then just looks at the four of you and says, "Where is he?"
Grant, what's the name of that cold planet?
Arden.
Sardin?
Mm-hmm.
I look up at her. He says he's on Sardin. I was able to make contact.
Okay.
It seems like they wiped out the entire military to go after him.
Do we join this convo at this point?
Yes, you can walk in. Just before they walk in, you guys can't see Carta's expression because her helmet completely blocks out her face. However, before they walk in, you guys can roll a sense motive check on her really quick.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I would also like to
not-
know her emotional state.
Not me and
Okay.
Brick, right?
No, you guys are about to open the door.
Okay, I rolled shit anyway.
22.
You
17.
know your girl.
I know her. No, it's still not been that long.
Ari and Leaf, you both pick up on just that she is tense and ready to break, and you just catch that she looks like she's standing there thinking, but her fingers are nervously tapping on the holster of her sidearm,
I can...
Carta.
and as for her emotional state, Leaf, it is a mess. She is terrified and worried and utterly pissed off. And if you had to guess, probably not thinking straight.
Carta. We're going to get him back.
And at that moment, the door opens, and roll a d20. Who walks in first?
Okay.
Whoever rolls higher walks in first.
Rollies. 3.
15.
Yeah.
I make a reflex save.
Okay.
No,
This is so funny. Not 20, bitch.
Okay.
Okay.
I said I already lost one arm. I'm not gonna lose another, bitch. Come on.
This reminds me because I recently watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood again. When Ed walks back into his sensei's house, and all of a sudden there's the knife coming out of nowhere.
Yep.
Kai just kind of ducks.
Jesus Christ!
As before any of you can react, Carta pulls out her sidearm and just blasts a hole in where Kai's head used to be.
Okay, that goes on the floor now.
I kind of like carefully lowered the gun. Like I stand
Jesus.
beside her and I'm like, hey.
She does, and every one of you can hear it rattling in her hand.
I get that it's high stakes right now and you're very tense. I don't want you to kill one of us. Please. It's not going to be very helpful in the long run. Welcome back.
I just put my hand awkwardly on her shoulder, just like.
She's still for a long moment, then almost robotically she shoves the weapon back in its holster and holds up her arm where you know she has a control panel and presses a few buttons. And she says, "I'm calling my ship. I don't care what my idiot brother-in-law is planning on doing. I'm going to Sardin. And I'm going right now."
You're gonna die if you go alone.
Don't go
And
alone.
we're going with you,
You're sure as hell not going alone.
and we need the tiniest bit of a plan before we start zipping off. So,
An army wasn't enough. You're sure as heck not going without us and a plan. So let's get that plan. You've already got us.
Rick walks over to Carta,
Okay.
and I take off my helmet, and my fucking visor goes back down into my chest. And I get on one knee, and I'm looking right at her. You're not going to make a great mom if you're dead. We're getting him back together.
She seems to take a few deep breaths, glancing around at all of you. Then slowly reaches up, taps a button on her helmet. You hear the seal shut off, and she pulls it off. And you guys don't even have to roll spot checks for this. There are bags under her eyes. Her eyes look bloodshot. She is not doing well. But she does hold it together enough to say, "All right, plan. I know Sardin better than you guys do.
Yep.
We don't know what the situation is there.
I might be able to help a little with that.
There any pertinent information we can get from your family, or should we start going?"
She glances at Brick and Kai, and seems to think for a moment and says, "I assume you came from the manor. Were they saying anything about the situation? Were they able to determine anything?"
They don't really... I mean, they know they took Aro because he's useful, I guess, as leverage. I don't
Something
know.
about
And I mean, we know that they're working with the Three Rings. That's
doesn't look like any of their outposts are up.
that too. Your brother-in-law tried to call on the army and they're not responding.
They won't.
She nods a few times and then says, "It could be that communications has been destroyed. If they haven't heard from the K theory, it could be that they're too busy fighting.
Well, it's not our problem at the moment.
There are only a few reasons to go to Sardin. One of the main reasons is if you have a death wish, or wish to cripple what little of House Altorim's military is still here. She starts pacing at this point. Mostly, it almost as if she's talking to herself and trying to figure out what's going on. And she continues by saying, it would also be a good way to halt our manufacturing capability. What else? There are plans for some of the infrastructure around here stored in that place securely.
What is it? It's got to be something to do with Aro, right? They wouldn't just randomly go grab Aro and then immediately go... I mean, unless their plan was grab Aro, take out the entire military, but then they should have left.
Maybe that's where they left their ship. Whoever took him had psychoportation. Maybe that's maybe that's the extent of their range. Or they needed to be on their ship.
Pretty fucking big range, but still,
Question, DM.
Yes.
I don't remember this. This whole convergence, planets aligning, planes get funky. Is that these planets aligning? Am I remembering that correctly? Or is that just like whack shit happening at the quantum level?
It's weird stuff happening at the quantum level.
Okay. There's nothing to do.
Is Sardin still in range of that?
Your understanding is that the entire system is.
Okay.
And Sardin's the farthest point from here?
Correct.
And defensible once they take it.
Correct.
and easy to get away if that's where they're hanging out. I mean, you just warp out of there, you're gone.
Yeah. Okay. Let's discuss the rest of this on our ships. Yeah? We can get going.
Okay.
How long is it going to take us to get there, actually? That's a good question.
A question, actually, really quick, for you, Carta. Are we concerned about whoever your new employer is deciding to come kill you for talking to us? Is that another thing that we're looking out for? Just wondering.
She halts, glances over at you, and says, "That was one of the potential consequences.
Okay.
I really don't care about that consequence right now."
That's fair. It's good to know if we're gonna get hit from two sides in this.
Do you know where they are right now?
It's not Veshta and Varsta, whatever.
I assumed it was Rima this whole time. It might be.
I kind of assumed all three of them were working together,
Yeah.
but clearly not.
Whatever it is that's controlling her
Okay. Yep.
is the reason I've been working with Milan.
Is that the bitch? Okay. Got it.
But then what? I don't understand.
I got the impression that Rima was busy with something else.
Okay.
Favor owed. They're working together.
It is around this time that you hear the sound of a starship approaching. And something on the console on Carta's arm beeps.
Oh, your ship. Okay.
What we call Kim?
She's outside still.
Carter, can you...
we landed. That's right.
Yeah, we landed.
Okay.
Can you even drive right now? Or pilot? Like, are you sure? You could put your ship on our ship probably and
don't.
rest.
We should
I
make.
don't think her ship fits on our ship.
Oh, but I thought that it
It's-
could like Star Wars style or something.
You can definitely dock. You don't want to warp that way, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
She says,
We could. I don't want to impose everything I'm doing right now, Carta. I need you to know, and I understand that you will not believe me when I say this is for your own good and your own benefit. Would you like to take a couple of us with you? We can split up across ships.
she takes a long moment and then says, "That would probably be for the best.
I look at Ari too.
You choose.
He's not paying attention. Huh?
You choose who goes with who. I will be on my ship.
I'll go with
I'm only
Carta.
waiting
I
a few
can-
minutes.
I'll go with Carta. I can still function if Rima tries to paralyze us.
All right. Leaf goes with Carta. Anyone else?
And Brick should not go on the same ship as me because Brick is the other person who can probably still function if Rima shows up.
Yeah,
So we should be one of us on each ship.
that's a good idea.
Ari should go with Carta.
Okay.
Yep.
That's Vicky smiling like that, not Kai. Kai understands
Yeah,
that
okay.
this is like a very serious moment. Vicky can't control her face sometimes.
She didn't have to say that part out loud.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay.
I take a step forward. I'm like, I'll go too.
Do we need someone who is non-psionic completely?
That would be a good idea.
Zen, you should go with them.
Zen looks torn.
I know. I'm telling him to go with them.
We'll return him to you with both arms.
That would be great. I would like if all of you can't lose limbs. Has Carta noticed?
Does
that?
Carta have all of her
Yeah.
limbs?
Has Carta noticed yet?
Yeah, has Carta noticed yet?
The moment Kai says anything about that, she does stop and glance back at Kai. Because Carta did notice at one point. It was part of her message to Ari.
Oh, right. Okay.
When all of the dates were happening.
Never mind. Yeah.
But she stops and she says, "I'll bring them back." And leaves. And before Zen goes, he walks over to Kai, puts a hand on her shoulder, gives her a gentle squeeze, and says, "You be careful too, Captain."
We'll do.
And he glances at Ari and says, "Do you want the sword back, or can I hold on to it for a bit?"
You can have it for a little longer. I'm sure we'll need it.
Before we go, Satsi, can you help me with something?
She just looks quizzical and then nods.
I want to leave the memory of what Aro said with Risha. It might be useful, and there's something personal in it.
Satsi nods and makes the connection, and a few moments later, she opens her eyes and signs, "It's done."
Thank you.
All right. Leaf and Ari. Neither of you have actually been aboard Carta's ship before. It is relatively small. It's got a bit of a cramped cargo space and a few rooms leading to the cockpit. Carta's already in the cockpit, going through what seems to be the startup sequence.
Wait. Sorry. I just want to record something. I can't remember now. Who has the regen serum still?
I have one.
You have
I
one.
think No, I gave mine. Wait, no. Did I give mine to Leaf to use on Risha? Or did you use your own Leaf?
One of
Leaf
us-
I
used a
used
stim pack.
You used a regen serum, I used a stim pack.
Okay, so I used mine.
And Zen used his.
Do I still have
to
one?
try. I think you might.
Probably.
Okay. When Zen and I had that little moment, I give him mine. For you or anyone else, just stay the fuck alive, please. Okay, continue.
Okay. All right. And the rest of the crew returns to Dawnbreaker. Kim has, by request, kept the engines running.
Sure.
And through the intercom, the moment she detects you guys are aboard, she says, "Okay, where are we going? And why is only half the crew back?"
Have the other ship ask them for flight detail. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
We are going to be, what's the word? Convoying with them. We're in a war now. Apparently. I'm really sorry you have to be our pilot right now.
There is a very long pause, and then Kim says, again over the intercom, "Okay, can I get some help on the bridge? I can't control the entire ship myself."
We're on our way, yeah.
And you feel the ship lift off immediately. Those of you on Carta's ship, it is already in the air. And if you haven't strapped yourselves in, you're kind of wanting to, because she's gunning it.
Yes, I strap myself in immediately after looking at Carta.
How many can I sit next to her, or is it just one seat? Like, how does this work? I don't know what cockpits look like.
There's the main cockpit with pilot seat, co-pilot seat, and then there's a small technical bay just behind it,
Okay.
with a couple more seats.
Millennium Falcon.
Got it. I'll sit next to her, but be like, "Don't ask me to do anything. I don't know how to pilot, but I'm here to help them." And he straps himself in.
We only need to get from point A to point B.
Okay.
Thanks.
Overcomes, I go,
Yes.
"And where exactly is point B so I can give Kim better directions?"
Carter presses a couple of buttons, and a moment later on Dawnbreaker, a set of coordinates arrives.
Thank you.
And Kai, if you would like, you may roll the navigation check.
Oh god, I hope it's good.
You fucking got this.
Oh yeah, I do got this, actually.
believe. That's my captain.
Oh, captain, my captain. 27.
27? Oh yeah. You are sure that you will be within 200 feet of this point, which is really freaking accurate for space. All right, Kim is spooling up the warp drive, and she glances to you, ready for your go order.
Kim is, sorry. I thought you said Carta, and I was like, glances to Ari. Do your thing. Let's go get a child back.
Okay, she didn't know about that, so she's like,
Oh, I'll fill you in on the...
Okay then.
I
Pushes the lever
forgot.
forward. And Dawnbreaker and Carta's ship, both, which I need to come up with a name for, both go to warp.
The croissant is my suggestion.
I like
Croissant.
The croissant.
What's an acronym for croissant? We have the latte. We need the croissant.
Oh god, that's a lot of letters, man.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
no.
I can't do that.
I'm not doing that with a French word. Okay.
While everyone was figuring this out and figuring out coordinates, Brick was sitting where Leaf typically sits, like fingers on keyboard, trying to remember how to set up the equivalent of Zoom on the ship to get everyone on comms together so we can talk things through.
Satsi walks over, just taps you on the shoulder and scoots you over and presses a few buttons.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna get it.
So this seems like a good time to test our quantum comms. Can you all still hear us?
Yes.
Great.
It is
What are you all up to?
Feeling, I already felt weird. Kim, you do a great job. I already felt weird not piloting the ship, and now you guys aren't here, and it's very strange. It's kind of.
Who's on sensors?
What's that?
I look at Frick, and I go.
Satsi sprints across the bridge.
Thank you,
and just
darling.
snaps your fingers a couple of times and just rapidly presses in some buttons, and then just turns the rest to you and signs, "I think I turned them on."
I'll check.
Okay,
I have run sensors before.
But then who's going to be in engineering?
Bessie.
That's one. Oh, yeah, okay.
True. You can
Oh,
always
man.
call Artie.
I
Artie
can
can
tech-
probably fill in one of these.
For the record, we picked this ship because we can technically run it with 3 people. So like, we'll be fine.
Now, fun fact. Your ETA is 10 minutes. In these 10 minutes, what do you do?
Okay.
We need a plan. Starting point is this. Leaf, where is is he on a ship? Can you tell is he on the planet? Do we have anything as far as...
He said he was surrounded by broken ships.
So he's on the ship. Probably.
Leaf, on the console next to you, a display opens up and it unlocks. And Carta says, "Those are sensor readouts. You can probably make better sense of them than I can right now."
I start going through them.
While the conversation is happening, I'm going to the armory.
Okay. Leaf. Carta sensors have locked on to Sardin. You can roll a computer use check to try and clean it up.
Okay, I will for sure do that.
And her ship has a +5 modifier from the computer.
Oh, fuck. Wait. Is anybody injured? Check your sheets. No?
Oops. I was.
I
Okay.
think Ari took a little bit of a beating.
I'm just reminding
your-
everybody to take a stim pack if you have it.
Never mind. I'm good.
Airy themselves is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kai's not, by the way. I'm bloodied. So I am gonna shoot myself with Leaf, do you have any class 2s on board?
Yeah, there's at least one in my room.
Okay. I'm gonna steal it. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Great. I stabbed myself with a class 2. I do that. I'm so used to you doing this, so I'm like, "Ugh." Okay.
I'll mark it down from my inventory.
I'll buy you one from Todd later. What is a class 2?
I should probably 2d8 plus 2.
Okay, cool.
You said +5?
Yes.
36.
Dear God. Okay, Leaf, you are able to actually get a very clear picture of what's happening around that planet. Carta's ship's sensors are phenomenal. There is
He starts
definitely
drooling.
there is definitely a debris field in space. However, there is movement, and one ship you recognize. It's the HMS Catheria, the ship that welcomed you to the system when you first arrived. It seems to be roughly orbiting another ship of roughly equivalent size. Or at least not orbiting. What am I saying? They are circling each other. And
Does this seem like friendly circling, or does this seem like battle dance circling?
this is the battle dance. They are very much duking it out. There's also other smaller objects moving, but you can't quite make out what they are at this distance. The ground facility, now that you can actually see it, because you never actually got a got a sensor lock on it when you arrived. It is expansive. It looks like there are dozens of landing pads. What looks like some sort of manufacturing center. The landing pads are decimated, and the manufacturing center looks like it took several hits from something big. However, what seems to be the central atrium is relatively intact, as are some of the buildings surrounding it.
This is me not remembering. Did it seem like Aro was on a ship, or did I have any sense one way or the other on that?
Here's what you could tease from it. He could have been on a ship passing through a wreckage field. He could have been on the ground passing by wrecked ships. Aro never said anything about movement.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, he seemed to be reacting to what he was seeing in real time.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna assume he's on the ship for now, but
Okay.
because if he's on the ground, we can get him later. But if he's on that ship, then we have a more urgent issue. It's like making sure that the ship he's on does not get blasted into smithereens.
Okay.
Are we close
Let's
enough
see, is
to
there anything else?
contact the?
You could try more conventional communication systems if you would like.
Does
Quantum comms seem to not be going through.
Ari,
Mm-hmm.
how close do you need to be to swap with somebody?
I think. Let me look.
Very
like-
close, I think.
Then
It's like we talked about this last time. I think it's like 20 or 30 meters.
This one.
yeah, so let's see. Your level
Closer than we could get in space.
10, 8, 12, 20 meters.
Mm-hmm.
You could get that close. It's just very, very, very risky.
And extremely
our-
obvious.
You need this.
And Aro would have to be literally on like an outer part of the deck.
Mm.
If Aro were anywhere at the center of a large ship, there's no way you'd be able to reach him.
I don't have to see them.
Dude, you could swap Aro with me.
Oh God!
Bob,
That
throw
would be a
me!
not so fun response.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
It doesn't have to be you. It can be two allies.
Oh
you
shit!
pick.
You're right.
That one does.
We still can't
'cause
get
you-
close enough to do it from ship, but we should use that.
But like that's a
Mhm.
move. Even if you're just shunting him out into space and then like throwing a helmet on him really quickly.
Wait,
like, and just
no!
chill with me.
I don't think Curtis gonna like that.
Well, you were getting him out of harm's way in one way. You know, like
Ari just turns. He's like, "How would you feel?" No,
Oh,
just kidding.
wait.
just tell him to hold his breath. We put
Blam.
him on, and he'll be fine for 10 minutes. It's okay.
This
Carter, can
Del-
we throw you into space really quick, safely, and then
Wait, hold on. Here's a question.
No.
Have we used the stealth ship up against Mirnan Tech?
You have not. I would remind you though
It's broken.
that the stealth ship took some damage. The right side of the ship is not as stealthy as it used to be. It's got a whole long scratch along one side. However,
There's a scratch coming right at us.
Kai would know you can work around something like that.
Yeah. Flying.
And I think if Kai mentions that, Kim might exchange a glance with her and kind of just get the exact same idea.
Because we could get close enough with that ship.
Let's do it.
We'd have to pick Ari up. And Brick. Well, Brick's with me. We'd have to pick Ari up.
Okay. Kim presses a button for the intercom and says, "Hey, Cordum, could you report to the bridge, please? We need our third pilot."
God, why can't I fucking pilot?
I should. If we're going to do this, I should start getting in touch with Aro so we can let him know
Mhm.
to get to the outside of the ship, or as close to it as he can. Also, we should make sure he's actually on a ship.
Yeah, How precise can our scanners be? Would we be able to
See
find
him?
him on the ship?
I don't know.
Can
about
I
that.
tune Carta's scanners to focus instead of just broad scan of the area to like really drill in on that ship?
You can. And Carta, if you guys are having this conversation in a way where Carta can hear, I don't know if you
Yes.
are.
100%.
If you are, she says, or she thinks for a moment and then taps a few buttons on her console and says, "That's my genetic profile. Look for any matches that are half of that. My sensors can pick that up when we're in range."
That's insane. Anyway,
Also terrifying,
People
and
can track
explains
us
also
that easily?
They've been doing it our whole lives.
Oh,
Yes, they
fuck.
can.
The sensors are bespoke. They were a gift from not my family.
I see. Do I still get the +5 on the computer use?
Yes.
21.
Okay. You're having trouble picking through the sheer number of Mirren vital signs that you are seeing. You are not seeing that genetic signature on either of those ships.
Can I turn them to the planet?
Yes, you can.
Roll again?
Yes, please.
Grant, also, just for general context, we're
Mhm.
still in the same day as the race.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I will say this, you've probably had a chance for a short rest.
Even a long rest doesn't matter. It has to be a different day. So, in order for me to do anything, I can shoot again. Sometimes.
Short rest would matter for me, actually. Kind
Oh,
of.
did we get a short? Oh, wait. Okay. How much do we
You would have.
restore in a short rest?
You can use, what, half of your hit dice?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, can I swap then from using that? Can I retcon that I use the stim pack and just use a? Actually, I don't have to. I'm gonna.
No,
I'm
use the
gonna
stim
stop.
pack still.
I'm gonna stop metagaming.
Okay. Leaf, what was that roll for computer
25.
use? Okay. There is definitely a signature in the middle of that atrium.
I highlight it.
Okay. It seems to be on an upper floor. And if you had to guess, if this was following maybe human design standards, it would be maybe the primary administrative suite somewhere in there.
Anyone feel like halo jumping?
Alright.
All the time.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you guys to ask me this.
So I'm switching.
And remember, Brick, halo means that you do open the parachute.
Oh. Okay.
Carta glances at Ari, Brick, and Zen. Zen, who has turned a couple shades paler. Because if you'll remember, he is not a fan of the idea.
Not you, Zen. I remember that. I go, we're not talking about Zen. We're talking about Brick.
She turns to the rest of you and says, I don't know if any of you know how to use them, but I do have some jump packs.
I'll figure it out.
Oh my god. You're going too?
Reminder, Sardin does not have an atmosphere.
And that won't be a problem for me.
Wait, but... I'm sorry, Vicky is so confused. Are we going to a ship or are we going to a planet?
Planet.
I thought he was on it. Okay.
I thought he was on the ship originally, and we've just scanned for him and found a signature that matches on the planet.
Oh.
So the swap from ship to space will not work anymore, but we can keep that one tucked away if we can get close enough to him.
But if we can get close enough, we can swap him out of the building at least.
Yeah, so we
If
still...
if he's that close to a wall, we don't know.
Yeah.
Because we think he's on a top floor.
we're gonna have to land somewhere. We're gonna have to land somewhere.
I think jumping in from as high up as possible will get us our best chance at being close without being seen. If we try to land a ship near there, we'll get shot at for sure.
Okay, that's fine. I don't understand how we get the people who are doing the jump back out. Because even if Eri can swap people, that's swapping. That's leaving someone.
Eri? Carda takes the control panel from her arm, hands it to you, and says, "Give this to Leaf." And then over her shoulder to Leaf says, "Don't make me regret giving you that kind of control." And Leaf, if assuming Eri hands you the device, that's essentially the control for a lot of Carda's bag of tricks. And because I'm sure your cybernetics are able to translate it, there is a control specifically for this ship. It's how she called it in.
Okay. So, plan. And please poke holes in it, because they certainly will try. We jump in, small team as possible. Whoever's swapping with Aro, I make them invisible first. They try to sneak out or blast their way out if they have to.
Then
We get Aro out. I make Aro invisible, because that's who they'll be looking for. And then we do our damnedest to get the hell out of there.
I can also provide one hell of a distraction. I know Milan. If I show up, he's gonna want a piece of it.
Let's hope you're right. They won't be looking for him on our ship. Hopefully.
So.
And then we jump the hell out of the system. Maybe head back for Tracken territory?
There is no such thing as Tracken territory. You can head back to Anopsis 4.
Head back to Anopsis 4. Hide out in the Tracken Enclave? If they'll let us.
They'll let us.
For sure. I mean, that's like the best place for him. Surrounded by a bunch of paladins, like, you can't really get much safer.
Yeah.
Given how he was captured last time, that seems like the safest place, because we know that they can block psychoportation entirely.
Yeah.
It's the one place I can think of he'd actually be safe.
Okay.
But you should probably reach out to him beforehand. Just a little FYI. What else is what's going on? They probably want to know.
I mean, I'm not going to be doing much, so I'll give him a call, I guess.
Okay.
I don't think I can help in this situation.
So Kai gets in touch with the Trackens. And I will... Can we delay 10 minutes?
We have 10 minutes on on the way there. That's what we're doing.
Right.
You've been on the way there.
Okay.
You're getting really close to arriving, actually.
Okay.
Well, I will, because I think I can literally do this while doing all of the other things we need to do, including halo jumping, which is insane.
It sounds so cool. I want to do it so bad.
I can't believe Leaf is going to halo jump.
And Kai isn't? Like, what the fuck?
You
What
can.
universe are we living in? No, I can't. We all know it'd be stupid.
There'll be other opportunities.
Is there any mixture of amphetamines we can give Kai to help her -4 right now?
Oh my god, can I just huff anything that already gives me?
I mean, yes, there is an option. It's the thing that
I
Brick has than
mean-
Hayward's.
I was about to say. I was about to say Kai could just get roided out a little bit.
Whoa.
It's only a -6 to your wisdom.
Ah,
Do you know how unwise this bitch is?
yes.
I think I would. Hold on, let me check. Hold on, I need to know. Yes, that would be a 3. I would have a 3 in wisdom.
Is that a -6 to your stat or a -6 to your modifier?
I'm pretty sure it's to the modifier. I need to double check.
That's maybe worse.
So
No sense of self-preservation.
Literally-
It might not be that. I forget what level I have. I'm trying to comb through records.
I mean, would it be helpful?
anyways, in the meantime, I'm trying to get in touch with Aro.
Okay.
Okay, you start working on that. You guys have 2 minutes before you arrive.
Brick, do you suggest the drugs to me
Yes.
when I say, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do? Okay.
Come with us. I can keep you safe. You can take a little hit of this. You're gonna be cool. Gonna be cool.
Is this over comms, or are we having a private conversation right now?
Boy, this is to us.
This is just me and you.
Okay. Before we do this,
I was gonna roll.
Kai and Brick, if you're coming, we
Yep.
should probably all jump from the same ship. Why
Okay.
use a why use a parachute if we have jump packs?
Fair.
How many jump packs do we have available?
Cardis says, I have 4. I don't need one. I'm pretty sure my ship will be able to get me in and land, and I will provide a distraction from there.
Okay.
So, Leaf, if they're landing anyway, do you?
Oh, you guys should still definitely jump out of my ship first.
Okay.
We want. Thanks. we want the kid as far away from that complex as possible when the shit hits the fan.
That's fair.
What did Kai roll?
What's so funny? I decided to roll like a wisdom check because it felt right. And I got an 8. So, oh my god, is Kai gonna die? This feels really
Eventually.
Okay, you didn't have to remind me of mortality today, Kyle.
Sorry.
I will say, this helps. It is only 2 ability checks. This will not affect your saving throws in a positive or negative light. I also forgot that the drug is called a Rager.
Hell. Hell yeah.
It is a +6 to all strength, dex, and constitution checks, but it is a -6 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks.
Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Vicky really wants to do something, and so does Kai even more so. Wants to contribute. Fuck. But we want a small team to go in. I don't want to fuck this.
Nope.
I feel like I fucked it up the last time. That's when I lost my arm.
Guy. We kind of need you. I'm gonna be real.
You think?
This shit hasn't been easy.
Someone needs to stop me from doing anything stupid.
No, you're not having this conversation with us. This is me and Brick. Because if Zen knew that I was about to take these drugs, I would never hear the end of it.
Don't do it yet. Do it if we get in a risky scenario. Keep your gun. You're still a good shot. I ain't even worried about it. But shit starts going sideways. You just get a little, and it's pretty good. You get a little itchy afterwards, but it's pretty good.
I've done drugs before. I get it.
Yeah. I had
Okay.
a detox, and it wasn't that great, but yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Hey,
in case.
Okay, so I
Okay,
do get
are
back
you-
on comms now, and I
oh.
go, how big of a team are we planning on?
We can take 4.
4.
4 plus.
Carta.
Right.
Yeah.
4 plus what?
Carta.
Plus Carta, right?
Carta's going to come in
Carta's
after.
doing something else, I
Oh,
thought.
that's right.
Yep.
Carta's the distraction.
Yeah.
So it's just. Okay.
Four of us.
It's the core 4. Oh boy, here we go.
Let's do it.
We need me and Ari. We need somebody who will survive being thrown into an enemy base. So, Brick. And
Here's a question: how are we gonna get the jump packs to us?
you
Or
should come
we-
over here.
Okay.
I mean, we can get out of warp and we can just.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Grant, but the stealth ship can actually warp, right? Just
Yes. It's not very efficient, but it can.
But if we slow down to a speed it can warp at,
I don't.
can,
I think
can it cross between ships while we're warping?
That sounds so fucking dangerous.
No, we're not
You-
gonna do that.
You could also try deploying it at warp. It could be done.
I don't think.
Um,
I thought we were nixing the stealth ship.
No, I just mean as a way to cross between ships for you to get over here without us having to dock the ships.
No, I think the best way to do this is for the 4 of us to go in. For
Yeah.
Carta to follow.
Yeah.
And Carta, Zen is back up for you there. So if we don't
Yeah.
have 4th jumps, then at least you have somebody else with you. And Satsi and Kim, you guys hold down the fort here and are able to get us out ASAP if necessary.
Will do, Captain.
How are you getting over to the ship?
Carta thinks for a moment and then says, well, right after we come out of warp, if they're in spacesuits, I will hold steady and they can just jettison an airlock. I'll keep a door open.
That'll do it. And the air, and if we don't empty the air, and if we don't decompress the airlock first,
Yeah.
that should give them plenty of thrust.
So,
Okay.
couple of quick things before we're
Yes.
doing this.
This is gonna
Yes.
be so tough.
In the armory, I am raiding the fucking place. Sorry, leave. We need this stuff. I am taking all of our class 2 stim packs,
Good.
which we have 16 of. I
Uh,
see something in here called explosive material. I'm assuming that's something Leaf made. I'm assuming it's some kind of like,
it is
Pla-
something Leaf can use anyway.
okay. I'm
It's
taking
basically
that.
plastic explosives.
Figured. I'm taking that.
Make sure to get the blasting caps too.
Okay. I will take our demolitions kits.
That's
Okay.
where the blasting caps are.
And I am taking our magnetized razor wire.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
that is very, very heavy.
I will take some of our magnetized razor.
Should we?
We
are
have
we,
like half a ton of it.
How much it has? Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we? Yeah. Are we divvying up the stim packs so I can like?
Yeah, we
I'm
want me to
already
pass
carrying
them
a
out?
couple.
can all get 4.
Okay.
We
Okay.
all have 4 class 2s.
Okay.
Okay.
I will just add that to my inventory now.
In addition to this, I am taking my heavy plasma cannon back.
Okay.
5 charges for it, because that's what I can fucking carry.
Okay.
And all of my weapons except for the giant flaming sword.
I still have your gauntlet. Are you
Yes,
taking
you
that
still
too?
have my gauntlet.
Do you want that?
No, it's
Okay.
yours.
Okay.
You're gonna need it in case we need to bust out the nullifier. You need that shit.
Mhm.
Grant, when Artie reprogrammed my sprite, did he take away the ability for it to defend?
Nope.
Cool, I'm bringing it with
It's
me.
still got its core capabilities. All right, you've got it.
The other thing with that, I am making sure that Kai has the sick ass rocket boots.
Okay.
Because you can use those to get the fucking high ground. And the cool duster that goes with them, just because.
You give me the the boots and I go, I don't love this. I was really bad at this the last time, but okay. And then you're like, and the jacket. And I'm like, oh, okay. Cool.
And I'll give you, do you have any grenades on you, Kai?
No.
Or any like smokes or anything? I will give you my 2 smoke grenades.
You should grab the grenades from my room.
Okay. Oh,
There's a lot of them in there.
I don't see those on our ship log, so
That's because they're in my room inventory sheet, which is a different sheet.
gotcha. Okay.
Because there's a lot of shit in there that the rest of y'all don't know about.
Yeah, I'll grab those. And
I like how
where
you
I
let
keep-
me in your room, though.
Yes. Kai, if you're raiding my room anyway, can you grab the poison darts too?
Oh my good god. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let them
Okay.
get it up.
Okay.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Alright.
by the way, if you grab all the grenades, that gives you 2 smoke grenades, 2 EMP grenades, and 2 psionic grenades. Not psionic nullifying grenades, psionic grenades.
Psionic grenades. The damage grenades.
Yeah,
Wild.
they do some ungodly number of, I think, D10s of psychic damage.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Everyone feels each ship lurch slightly as they come out of warp. Kai and Brick, I assume you are in the airlock ready to go?
Yeah.
Here.
I look at you and I'm like, I fucking hate this, man.
I know. I got here, and I will very gingerly grab onto you.
Okay. Your
Feel.
spacesuits actually do have emergency like handhold straps, so you can actually just grab onto.
Oh yeah.
onto her.
Okay. We're just holding on to each other.
Over your suit's intercoms, you hear Kim say, "All right, lining up with Carta's ship. Stand by, jettisoning airlock in 3, 2, 1." And the airlock door opens, and you guys are ejected from the ship.
Should we roll for this?
Actually, Carta needs to roll because
Oh.
she's in charge of catching you.
Oh
I
boy.
do have the spacewalk training.
Thank God that we're together
True.
because I feel like she's definitely gonna catch a Brick. She would think about it if it was just me. she would really consider it.
She rolled very high, so her ship is right where it needs to be, and both of you need to make a reflex save.
8.
That's what I rolled, but actually, dirty 20.
Okay, Brick, you take
good
12
at one
points
thing.
of damage
Oh,
as you collide with the inside of Carta's airlock. Kai, you managed to find a handhold before you collide. And a few moments later, the door closes and you hear the sound of air rushing back in.
okay.
But I promise this dent was there before I hit it.
Ari, if you're watching Carta, you see maybe despite herself, there's a small smile on her face, and she says, "It's fine, it's worth it. Get in here, you two." And she stands up from the cockpit and leads everyone to her cargo bay. And presses a couple of buttons on a cabinet, which expands and opens up to show an alarming array of weaponry. However, in the bottom are 4 identical backpack-like devices. And she picks them up and hands them to each of you, and hands a little hand controller that straps around your hand. And I'm gonna say just briefly teaches you the basic commands. The hand controllers have a little remote control that allows you to kind of guide where this thing goes.
What is the thing?
It's essentially a jump pack, jetpack sort of thing.
Gotcha.
And there's also a on, off, and emergency boost mode.
Yes.
Yes.
I weigh a lot. Is this a problem?
Sardin has very little gravity.
Oh.
It's about a tenth of the standard gravity you find on most ships. You'll be fine. You won't be able to go far. It'll essentially lengthen your jumps. Which she taps on your power armor. ought to be pretty scary to begin with.
That's fun.
All right, I should get back to the cockpit. We will be in position in about 5 minutes. Good luck. And, for the record, thanks. Just thanks. I will never be able to repay you guys for everything you've been doing to try and help.
Thank us after we get him back.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right. Well, good luck. And she hits a button on the inside part of the ship's loading ramp, and the blast door to it closes. And
I do put on my helmet.
Once it's just the four of us now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I turn to Ari. You doing okay?
Yeah. I just want to get this done.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Thanks, Kai.
We're gonna get him back.
Okay. After a few minutes of probably eerie silence, you hear Carta's voice over comms say, "All right, this is going to be just like how Kai and Brick left your ship. It's going to be a bit of a sudden jolt, but it should give you enough momentum to get where you need to go. Hang on tight. Releasing locks now." And a moment later, the
Wait.
boarding ramp opens.
Do we have a thing that we do when it's just the four of us? When it's the core four? We gotta have something.
Don't die.
Yeah.
Right?
I grab your hands. It's all in one hand. And I go, "We're all gonna make it out of this fucking alive, okay? Or I'll kill you. Let's do this."
Okay.
Yeah. Brick is gonna reach around and grab all of you by your neck and just bring you guys
Aw.
all in. And
Power armor!
very
Power
uncomfortable power armor there. I'm picking you guys up.
Normally that feels good, but not when you're wearing a metal suit.
Oh, sorry.
As everybody's suits have sudden high pressure alert alarms going off.
Sorry. And Brick is gonna take a moment real quick and look to Ari. And takes the helmet off, is just looking at him, and he takes his hand and puts it on his shoulder.
Cute.
I got your back. You'll get theirs.
Of course.
Okay.
Don't do anything dumb, though.
Not without you.
All right.
Get
And
the
as
kid.
well-
Also,
Do
who
all
am
the
I
things I
switching-
wouldn't do.
Who am I
Sick,
switching
because
with?
I got drugs in my pocket. Let's go.
Arrow to get him out.
And as the door
Okay.
opens, you hear over your comms. Zen says, "What?"
Shit.
I missed what Guy said. That's hilarious.
And you guys are now hurtling toward the planet.
Core 4. Core 4.
All right. And we all agreed we're able to go a little bit longer, correct?
Fuck yeah. I mean, we're not stopping now.
All right.
And that's where we'll leave it now.
For 3 months. No.
Okay. So what's going to happen next is all of you are approaching a rocky, barren world, and on the left-hand side of the facility you are rocketing toward, there are craters, and you can see gases emitting from leaks, and some even looking like flames escaping containment. However, what you're heading toward seems to be a well-ordered, well-organized facility, similar probably to many moon bases that you've seen in your travels. That being said, there are a couple of options for you when it comes to how you want to arrive. The central atrium is kind of a dome shape, with a bit of a spire coming up out of the middle. And the spire seems to be multiple stories. And Leaf, you would know that this is where you found the signature. Now, there are a couple of ways you can do this. You could land on top of the spire and find a way to get in from above. You could try going at it laterally, or you could try going at it from below.
We think he's in the spire?
You think he's in the spire.
At the top of it.
Somewhere in it.
Okay.
How
I
big of an
think-
image we making?
Again? Sorry.
As small as possible. I think maybe we start at the top. Easier to go down than up.
Mm.
Try to land on top.
Of a. I'm sorry. How sharp is this? You said a spire.
It's essentially a office building sort of thing with a couple of antennae on top.
Oh, okay. Thought it was like the shard or something.
Not quite. As you are making your approach, all of you are aware off to your left of flashes, and it looks like Carta has started her distraction.
There we go.
Her ship is coming in low over some of the lower lying areas, and she's going to town on anything that she sees. A little farther beyond that, you still see the outlines of those two massive ships and flashes arcing between them as they continue duking it out. So, there are at least some Mirnans here who are still fighting. Where do you want to go? Going from the top, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're gonna have to adjust course. So everybody roll me
Oh, no.
a pilot check.
Oh my god. Can I just yell to them like I can't. I can't do anything.
Actually, if Kai wants to be behind the group, she can guide them a little bit.
Can I-
She would just have to lag behind them so she can see where they're going.
Incur advantage in that way or something.
Yes.
18. Ari kind of killed it.
Go to the
So we're
left.
rolling with advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I could get higher.
Because your captain is guiding you.
I got a 19 second time. I didn't know it was at advantage. So.
Nice.
I would
I
like it
got-
to be known. I got a 1 and an 18.
Let's go.
Thank God.
I have, thank goodness I have a rank in this skill. So that brings my total up to a 14.
I got a 23.
Okay. All right.
But it's
all of-
okay, because I also have ranks in tumble.
And I'm assuming, oh my god. I'm assuming I don't incur advantage for myself, so that I just rolled
No.
flat. Yeah, this is 23.
Yeah. Okay. Kai, Ari, and Brick are all actually doing really, really well. Leaf kind of wobbles and does a somersault and a barrel roll a little bit.
Leaf, you gotta
Um,
stabilize. You gotta
I'm
try to
trying.
stabilize. I know you're trying. You're doing great.
Try pizza. Skiing.
This
Oh.
is not skiing.
This thing.
I went skiing last weekend.
Aiden's skiing now.
Right on.
Aw, jealous.
All right, you are all on track to land more or less on the roof of this place. You have essentially another action before you arrive. Is there anything you want to do?
Yes. I want to activate blind sight, touch sight.
Okay, touch sight is active. You know exactly where everything is right now, including every microparticle of dust in the air. Well, air. There is no air.
That would
What's
be
our
good.
velocity if there's no air?
Free fall.
That's fast.
But I took it.
The previous fight because it lasted.
We're going really,
Oh.
really fast and should probably slow down at some point.
That's the next thing.
Okay.
The other.
It's a halo jump. We're coming in under radar.
I know. I'm terrified.
It's fine. I've got the tumble skill.
Put that on your
skill,
fucking
which you learned
gravestone.
in normal Earth gravity
Yeah.
under normal circumstances.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Was there anything else the rest of the party wanted to do? Yes.
Yep. Can I activate freedom of movement, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I'm gonna hit my fucking armor tattoo.
That lasts for an hour.
Okay. And so does inertial armor. I already have that, but I'm keeping it up.
Cool. And is Brick doing anything?
Nope. I got everything.
All right. Then Kai, if you would like to, you may roll pilot, and then if you do well enough, confer advantage on the rest of your party.
That's a 27.
Nice.
Nice. Everyone can roll with advantage to perform retro thrust because you're gonna need it.
All right, break now. Break.
Wait, what are we doing?
Oh god.
Pilot check.
Oh, it was
I mean, I'm glad I had
With
advantage.
Yeah.
it was 4.
Did
Yeah.
you roll a 1 too?
It was 4 with advantage. Cause I got a 3. 4.
With advantage?
Counting everything.
Yep.
11.
With advantage?
Yep. I got
I
a
got
3
a-
the second time.
I
I got a
dirty
4
20.
and a 7.
Brick, we gotta catch him. Brick.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Well, Brick and Kai are able to reduce their velocity by quite a bit.
Did they just go flying past
You
us?
can kill me. It's fine.
No!
They don't
I'm
go
just
flying
kidding.
past, but I'm gonna need both Airy and Leaf to make reflex saves.
Oh shit.
Oh god. I'm
Oh.
really good at those.
Nope. 19.
Oh. 22.
Oh!
We did it. We're alive.
Leaf, you only take 6 points of damage. Airy, you take a little bit more because you were going a bit faster.
What kind of damage is that?
I hate that laugh from you. I'm scared.
Bludgeoning damage, essentially.
Okay.
How much do you actually take?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm figuring out.
Airy, you
Oh,
take
okay,
9
we're
points
good.
of damage from the
Okay.
landing.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay, so both Airy and Leaf, they land a little more roughly than they should. They kind of skip, hop, and tumble a little bit, but they do eventually stop. Kai
You
and
said
Brick,
tumble. Can I roll a tumble check?
I was gonna
ahead.
say he's got a
I wanna
rank
do
in
that too.
that.
That is
That's fine.
a 23.
I got 17.
Okay, then you take 3 and 4 points of damage, respectively.
These motherfuckers are doing gymnastics.
Oh.
3 back.
But
That hilariously actually means that I take 0 damage.
That's awesome.
It dropped below my threshold.
So Leaf is fine. It's just both Leaf and Airy have a very non-graceful landing, whereas Kai and Brick, you land on your feet. You're just fine. You're now on the top of this spire.
You see Leaf's spine bend in an unnatural way and then straighten itself out as he rolls.
Or he just stands up quickly and he's like, that didn't happen.
I mean, you didn't die, so let's go.
Rick is immediately looking for a roof hatch or way to get down or something.
Near the center of the spire, where all of the communications antennas seem to attach, there does seem to be an access elevator.
Oh, sick. Like a whole ass elevator? Okay.
It's a hatch in the side of the place, but you assume it's probably an elevator of some kind. It's got similar controls.
Is it a
Leaf, I'm assuming I don't want to break this.
the elevator?
probably not.
Yeah,
What?
okay.
Let me at it. I'm gonna push buttons.
Wait, I just. What
What?
kind of? Wait, is it a lock? What is what?
It seems to have a keypad
Oh.
that requires a code.
This is Mirnan Tech, isn't it?
Is there a staircase? This feels unsafe. This feels like it breaks fire code if there's not a staircase.
It's a planet with 0.1 G. I mean,
And that doesn't mean there's not OSHA, Grant.
You could try and find a ladder if you would like to. I just
Not
told you what was most
ladders!
readily visible.
Okay, do we want to go into the building?
Can you tell where he is?
Yeah, can we? Like how close?
Actually, by now, if Leaf wants to communicate with Aro, you probably can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, what does Leaf say?
First, hey
Oh.
Aro, it's me again. Are you in a position where we can talk safely?
I don't think so. He's talking into some sort of something and sounds really mad.
Okay. Just answer in your head. I'll hear you. Where are you right now?
Office? I think there... Maybe window? Trying to see.
Remind me, Grant, what Aro's specialties were with psionics?
He hasn't progressed far enough to show any specialties yet.
Or what we've seen him do?
He was showing you some matter manipulation and a little bit of telekinesis. Or not matter, energy manipulation. And a little bit of telekinesis.
If we need to just get down one level and get into the building, I have the multi-tool on, and it has a fusion torch. I can cut through the ceiling. I mean...
Not a bad play, to be fully honest.
Or we do the same to the elevator and jump down the elevator shaft.
We have the packs on.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do.
We can
Yeah, we
just
do.
fly down.
When you figure out, if you can figure out which floor you're on, or give me any kind of landmarks you can see, we'll come get you. If not, we'll search.
There's a bit of a pause, and then all I see outside is rocks and mountains. I don't see the broken ships anymore.
Okay. Does that I'm gonna look around.
That would be essentially the south side of the facility.
South side.
What's
What's the closest thing you can see? And how close to the window are you?
I can see some chairs, a desk. I'm not close to the window. I'm close to the door.
What's the closest thing outside of the window you can, like, out on the ground outside that you can see?
It looks far away, but kind of a big rock that looks like an animal.
Great. Can you take 2 steps closer to the window and tell me again?
I'm assuming he's tied up.
I can't move. He'll get really mad.
I see. Okay. Based on him being close to the door, and the geometry of how tall I know he is, and a rock the shape of an animal, how high up is he, Grant? Leaf has a computer in his head. He has a calculator with him.
2 floors down.
I'm assuming you get a range.
You
Yeah.
said 2 floors down?
He's 2 floors down.
2 floors down on the south side, near the door of the room, not the window.
Okay.
Where am I cutting? Ceiling or elevator? Or
Do
neither?
we want me to make some noise and you guys just
Let's see if we can do this I think
Well,
you'll
wait.
have plenty of opportunity to make noise.
Hold on.
Can we cut through the ceiling here and drop down one floor?
Hold
And
on.
then be directly over him?
Hold on. Probably. Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up something. Specifically feet to meters. We can definitely reach him if we're above him with the dimension swap already. 20 meters is 65 feet, and 65 feet is 6 stories.
Oh, sick.
He's 2
okay.
stories down. We can already reach
We
him.
know roughly where he is. We could swap Brick for him right now.
Yes.
We have to. This is the
And
only
then Brick can dive out the window.
Yes. Let's do it.
So
I
fucking-
recommend shooting the window first on your way to it.
Do
just
you-
in case.
Do we want to just brick?
I mean, if I need it, you guys can get to me. I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
And then as soon as we have Aro, should I
Before we
start
do that-
backing away?
One of you should, yeah.
Okay.
And
As soon as we have Aro, I'm going to make Aro invisible.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to make whoever's taking Aro invisible.
Okay.
And then you're going to get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Brick,
Yep.
Atmosphere.
he can
lack
have my
thereof.
suit. He can have my suit. Weave activates a power and starts taking off his suit.
Okay.
Okay.
Weave is running very dangerously low on power points at the moment.
This
Okay.
is
Grant, we need to establish something as far as how this sci-fi world works, because it would be extremely rude of you for us to get the child and him to explode in the non-atmosphere. So if we get him out and immediately stick a helmet on his head, is he gonna be okay?
Carta seemed okay with the plan.
Well,
She never responded to the plan.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be immediate. He'd be uncomfortable.
yeah.
yeah.
Your gases start dispelling and it just feels a little
We'll
weird
be
for
really,
10
really
minutes.
quick about it.
Yeah.
Not
can
instant
sh-
death.
if
He might
he
get
can-
sunburnt.
If you can shove the child into a spacesuit, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
The biggest worry right now is cold. It's not so much sunburn, because
Well,
you're real far away from this star. Because you're real far away from this star, it's freaking cold as balls out there.
So do we
Okay, we'll
not
just-
want to do this? If I cut it,
No, I
if
It's
I,
think we
the
have-
best option we have.
It's the best.
Get him into the full spacesuit as quickly as you can.
Because no matter what, the second we cut a hole into the building, it's going to start depressurizing anyway,
Yeah.
and then that's going to set off alarms. And
So, make me invisible now? I'm just assuming I'm taking him. Is that the best idea? I figure
Yeah.
I could protect him, but, like...
I'll make Brick invisible, then I'll make you invisible. I'll talk to Aro. I'll slap the spacesuit helmet on him.
Okay.
Are you going to warn Aro that this is coming?
yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Aro? I need you to hold your... Okay, I make Brick invisible.
oh, wait a
I
minute!
make Arian...
Don't do it to me.
Why?
Trust me, I got
Okay.
an idea.
Okay.
I'll trust you. I make Ari invisible. Aro, I need you to hold your breath. You're about to be outside.
Wait, what?
Breathe in. I wait like 2 seconds for him to do it.
I'm ready to help you with my single
Now.
arm.
Okay. I swap Brick and Aro right now.
And I slam a spacesuit down on his head.
And I pull the rest of the spacesuit up.
And then I take him in my arms and I'm like, it's Ari. I know you can't see me.
And I make
Purple
him
guy.
invisible.
Do we need to roll for any of this, or does it just happen? I think it just happens. I think we've made him laugh hard enough that I think it just happens. I think we just did it.
I think the rule of cool just stands here. It happens.
Oh yeah.
Brick,
Yep.
you're in a very nice office, and that jerk you saw in passing is looking very darkness mode right now, with tendrils of darkness floating up and around them, and they just
like Ursula from Twisted?
Twist.
and they and they sigh audibly, turn around, and you hear this person say, I should have seen this coming.
Rick, do you want a very large distraction?
And before they get a chance to do shit, I punch the back of my shield and I activate my nullifier.
Yes! Yes!
Okay. You hear all of you here actually reverberating through all of the facility around you.
Nice.
And the darkness recedes, and this person just gives Brick a cold stare and says,
Hey, Grant.
yes.
Am I outside the range of the nullifier?
It's only a 10 meter.
Yeah.
Look the shit up.
You're good. 10 meters is not outside our range. We're 2 stories up. That's 30 feet.
I started flying away.
Well, I can see that something happens to Leaf, right? I can pull you away.
That's not the issue.
What's the
That
invisibility?
said, no. I have a higher
Okay.
priority.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
I'm
Let
gonna
this- let this
pull
happen.
out my architect bullshit real quick. 1 second. 10 feet is no longer the actual metric standard for floor to floor height. In a skyscraper, it's actually 20 feet because you need at least 5 foot of space for all of the sprinkler systems and ductwork that's happening. So really, it's 15 feet per floor.
Well, and you also, in addition, have to add to the fact that this is a pressurized facility as well. and
Most
requires...
cases, it's actually 20. So, for example, the architecture building on U of A campus is actually a 65-foot
okay,
tall
all right.
building, and it's only 4 stories. Just saying.
I love that we've unlocked Architect Mac. This is great. This is like when I go on a rant about horses or something.
Bring up this knowledge base.
This is great.
Okay.
Okay,
So we're okay.
fine.
So I have an important question. So
This was at the very edge of Ares' range then for that other
Yeah.
power.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay. So, but because I assume we're all on comms, so we all hear the screaming, right?
Uh-huh.
And this one still has darkness voice.
No. It's
Yeah,
been
are
his
they-
voice the entire time, but you heard the other being in pain.
So, shit bag in front of me, sorry, is no more glowing eyes, no more darkness.
Nope.
Kick him out the window.
Get him. Get him. Fuck him up.
I am
We
going
heard
to bum rush this fuck.
Yes! Fuck.
We heard screaming everywhere, right?
Uh-huh.
And the nullifier only hit one person.
Uh-huh.
Go.
Rick can do what he's doing, but I'm going to try dismissal one more time. I have the range for it.
Okay.
A little 1-2
That
punch.
won't get me right. It's out of my.
No,
Okay,
he
cool.
targets.
It targets a specific
Not a-
entity.
it's not an
Oh,
AoE.
perfect.
And what was the DC for that again? Because it was something a little special and I completely forgot.
I believe it's hold on, where is it?
Should Brick be rolling for full rest?
It's
Yes,
27.
Am I rolling?
27. Yes, Brick, roll a
Do you want me to? I have it written down. If you want me.
roll a plain old strength check, because that's what you're doing if you're just grabbing this guy and carrying him with you.
Oh
essentially.
no,
Or,
I want to make him hurt a little bit.
Do you want the? I have the definition of bull rush written down. If you want me to grab it.
I believe it's I make my
Okay.
move to make one attack.
So, and it was a wisdom save, a will save, Leaf.
It's a will save.
Okay, they did pass it. Like but the power did lock. Okay, so Brick.
Add the creature.
I think you
Oh,
want.
actually, add the creature's hit dice to its saving throw and subtract the manifester's level. So they have to subtract 10 from their saving throw, but they can add their hit dice.
They still pass.
Okay.
All right.
Brick, I think you want charging, which is a full round double move speed and make a melee attack. And the attack will gain additional damage dice. You just need a clear path. And then afterwards you
he
suffer
definitely
like
has
a minus to your AC. But Bull Rush is just you do a strength contest and then the winner pushes the loser back 2 meters.
Gotcha. No, yeah, I will charge this motherfucker.
Okay. Go for it. And roll your attacks.
Okay. Yo.
Hey yo, that's on that
Yo.
one.
Okay. First one. First one is it's a lot to hit. God, what is this? Like 30s to hit. Imagine
Okay.
that. Okay. The
Oh, yeah.
second one is a natural 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So let me roll first. God, I don't have any of my dice ready.
Here, what do you need?
I need to be 10 now.
This is great. I'm not even gonna need the drugs.
10.
I'm glad I
13.
didn't take them before we jumped.
22 plus 8. So the first one is 30 damage. It's not the crit.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Dude, end this man's career.
This is the crit, which, this is 4 times with this weapon.
Oh,
This is with my hammer.
he's gonna be dead.
So I will just do
If he's not, I'm gonna be terrified.
math. So that's 20 times 4, 80 plus 8. So that is 88 points of damage.
Okay, he's dead, right? Like,
Okay. Yes. Very. However, Brick,
Yep.
because I'm assuming you're kind of standing over the guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
This pulpy mess that's left over.
Yep.
As you stand there, you hear a beeping. And then you feel a rumble beneath your feet, and then there is a flash of light.
Off the ship.
However,
Yep.
as you see an explosion begin to consume the facility,
Oh fuck.
for you, Brick, time seems to slow to a stop. And you hear the swishing of fabric nearby, and hear the soft scrape of nails along the outside of your armor as Lilith crosses around to stand in front of you, looking down at your handiwork, and says, "Well, impressive work, Brick. However, it's not quite time yet. I can wind back the clock. Give you another chance to approach this. Now that you know one of the aces he has up his sleeve. What do you say? Want to try again? We'll be even."
Why? If it's what floor are we on?
She crosses to the window and just glances down and around and says, "Those Mirnan power cells really do pack a punch, don't they? Especially the ones big enough to power a full-on facility. Whatever were they thinking?"
how far back is she gonna rewind?
Just let me still beat the fuck out of him. I won't kill him.
Sounds good. Oh, And she walks over to the corpse, kneels down, and reaches to an inside pocket and pulls out what appears to be a little sensor transmitter device. I'll be keeping this. Gotta keep you around, Brick. And with a smile, she snaps her fingers. And you start seeing the cloud of explosion begin to sink back down below your point of view. And with a wave, she vanishes in a puff of smoke. The world seems to rewind for a few seconds. You return to the corner of the room where you materialized a few moments ago. And Milan Varsta returns to the table, still with the tendrils of darkness, and simply stands there frozen in time. The rest of you are aware that something's not quite right. You've been here, literally, a moment ago. The helmet just clicked into place over Aro's head. Didn't you just do that? Milan Varsta pauses, chuckles, and says, well, they warned me this could happen. What do you say, old friend? How about you take this one? And as they turn around, not only are their eyes glowing, but their skin begins to glow, and the tendrils of darkness gain a sheen around the edges of them, and you hear,
Oh, I'd be more than happy to provide a little bit of assistance here. Hello, Brick. Nice to see you again.
Hey,
and
Grant.
because I'm evil,
Go ahead.
I think that's probably where we're going to end it.
Wait, really?
Unless you want to go another hour.
Oh. Can't go an hour.
I know.
We're not in the middle of combat, we're at the beginning, so...
We are? Okay. I don't understand this game anymore, I guess.
Incredible. No, it's a really good place to leave it. It's terrible. I love it.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for coming to D&D in space. Okay, alright. Okay, I can do this. Okay, thank you all for so much for watching D&D in space. So the reason why we're all very concerned, is because somebody, this motherfucker, that one, is going away for approximately 3 months. So exactly. We're not taking a break from stream per se, but we are pausing this campaign for 3 months. So that's cool. I need music. Hold on. Where's the... Hold on. Hold on. Where is
But in
it?
the meantime, we're gonna play a fun campaign, a short campaign.
Yes.
That
Yes.
this one will be our god for.
I will be taking us on a journey to more fantastical lands, a creation of my imagination while I get to speak. For these guys, something that we will give a glimpse to you once we start.
Yes. So Tuesdays are still happening. We are still, next week, we're taking a break. And the week after, we might not be starting the campaign, I don't think. But we'll probably be doing something on Tuesday night. But we are going to do basically a mini campaign while Kyle is gone. It's going to be the 4 of us. Mac's going to DM. It's going to be great. It's going to be really fun. More of the classic vibe of D&D. So if you like 5th edition, we're finally giving it to you. Congrats.
Yeah.
You got what you wanted. but yeah, Jesus, I feel it's very strange. What else do I say? Thank you to everybody who was hanging out and everybody who was hanging out in chat, including Lynn Jersey, Calstar, leave. And shout out to everybody who caught was catching the VOD later. Also, Grant's putting all the links in the chat, the Discord, the YouTube link for the VODs, our Instagrams, all that other fun stuff. It's like a summer TV cliffhanger when you were a kid. Exactly. I feel like I've gathered my thoughts a little bit more now, so I can speak more. But I wanted to say the new little campaign we're doing is really exciting, especially if you are like sort of a newer viewer to the channel, and you are looking to get in on the ground floor for something that's like a shorter thing. So because this is supposed to be like a 3-month long sort of campaign, so you know, you can journey through the whole thing with us. It's a little less intimidating. And then hey, also you got 3 months to catch up on everything else that we've done in this campaign.
I'll be joining you all in the audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At like 3 a.m. from wherever you are.
You are worth it.
But yeah, are there any other things that we want to say about like programming note wise? Are there any other important things we want to mention?
I'll send you updates from Tokyo.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
See you all in a few months.
Wait, don't leave yet. I got a couple other things to say. I'll be here on Thursday to play The Sims. It's really fun. It's so chaotic. I have a raccoon. There's rats in my house. I have to keep calling the landlord. It's a mess. I'm trying desperately to date a stupid man that doesn't seem to like me, so I've given up on that. It's complicated. I keep going to flea markets. So come hang out for Sims. No rats. And then on Monday, we're gonna be off. Oh, Monday and Tuesday we're gonna be off actually. Oopsie. So I'm here Thursday, and I'm here next Thursday, and then the schedule goes back to normal after that. So we will see you then. Shout out to my lovely party mates and the best people in the world to play D&D with, Kyle, Mac, and Amanda. Oh my god, it's gonna be so weird. Like you're still gonna be here, but Kyle's not gonna be here, and it's gonna be a weird setup. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. We're gonna get through it. And don't think for a second we're not bringing the main campaign back, because that would be the cruelest thing in the whole world. And shout out to our lovely and evil Game Master Grant for weaving such an incredible story. Also, just so you know, in approximately 7 hours, you need to watch your back, because that is how long it will take me to get to your home, Grant.
We're there.
I could be there in like half an hour.
I know.
Yeah, Kyle's coming first. We're coming in waves.
Lock your fucking doors and bring a steak for your dog. She ain't gonna help you this time.
No, she likes me. The dog likes me.
Yeah, lucky you.
I can get in.
Why do I have to be the intimidation man?
You have to say goodbye. Come back. All right.
Yes, you have to say goodbye while you still can.
Yeah, exactly. Have a good night, everyone.
Save me.
Night.
Bye.